My name's Daniel McBride, I live in London and I'm a composer, and I also have synesthesia. I think my life would be quite dull without having synesthesia. I mean, it's hard because it's kind of like describing someone who's never had arms, what it's like to have arms, because it's kind of like one of those things that's been my reality my whole life. So, I mean, without it, it would be sad. For me, it gives me a lot of comfort when I see these colours. I can go into my own dream state or a trance almost when I'm experiencing colours. I was to watch someone play, I would then see like kind of a halo going out from around them that's kind of pulsating, and then eventually if I'm concentrating and focusing enough on them, it doesn't matter kind of what note or scale or key they're playing in, I'll see a whole load of variety of different colours and patterns in my provisional vision. Each key has a colour, and that colour then represents an emotion. For instance, C major, that's yellow to me, and E minor, that's pink. So, and this is my favourite key. D, that's dark blue, D minor especially, and that's kind of a lot more sad, rather than E minor. For me, it's more like ethereal, mystical. So yeah, and G, that's orange, and then G minor is like a dark orange, and that's kind of like a scary key. So if I had to write something scary, I'd normally do it in G minor. As a composer, it is how I compose, really. It's kind of my whole life has been. It's very difficult to kind of explain what it's like as an extra thing, because it's just been my reality my whole life. So for me, when it comes to writing music, I see music as a very visual thing. I've never considered myself normal my whole life, to be honest. So to be normal, I think, I mean, it's a really difficult word. I don't think it really means anything, but it also means quite a lot at the same time. So for me, to be normal is to conform to what society tells us we should be conforming to, and I like to do everything I do within my art and my own expression, whether it be my gender, my sexuality, or through synesthesia. Always try to change people's perspective on what normal is. So the concept of being normal, especially with my synesthesia as well, it's just the way I think and the way I experience life. And I've kind of spent a long time in my life trying to figure out how to be normal, how to fit in, and how to blend in with other people. And then I got to a point where I realised that no one really knows how to do that, and it's boring. I might as well play to what I have rather than blend in and pretend I don't have what I have. I think it's all about visibility and talking about these things. Like, I'm no longer afraid to walk down the road in a dress that I want to, or do this. And it's like challenging people's understanding of things. The same goes with synesthesia. The more we talk about it, do studies about it, the more people will understand what it is and learn how to work with it, and learn how to use it to benefit themselves and how to use it to benefit others. To put synesthesia into perspective and how I would work or use it to work within my music, I'm taking this painting and I'm going to try and write something to it. So this is something I've done a similar thing before with. Normally it works the opposite way around, where I'm writing my own music, thinking about the colours, but here I have something to work off, which is really fun. So I'm going to dissect it and then try and come up with something. You have these blue splodges here, which can be one musical idea, that kind of little parts of that section. So for instance, that could be a timbre or an instrument or a sound. And these greens are really cool, and I like how it kind of comes in like this and then fades with this gap and then brings back in. So again, you can do something musically with that.
I really enjoyed this process. I find sometimes I can get a bit lost if I'm trying to write a piece of music and I don't know where to start with or what it's about or what direction I want to go in with it. So for me to work off of a medium like a painting or something visual that I can translate into music really helps. So for this kind of process, it means I can write music quicker and kind of have a better understanding. I'm not so lost. It gives me limitations to work with, which I find my creativity flourishes when I put limitations on myself. So I really enjoyed this experience, and this is what I've come up with.